And welcome everybody. We are back. We are at the streets of Miami. I am, as
Streets?
always,
Streets? We're in
parking
the
lot.
parking lot of
Sorry.
Miami.
Parking lot, my bad.
Of the Hard Rock Stadium. Welcome, 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 one and all. Or should I just say one? I don't know. Are our viewers up yet?
We got Zoom in there. We got Taylor in the chat. So
Taylor, like
welcome aboard.
T-Mac?
Yep,
T-Mac's watching while racing? He's on an
yep.
outlap right now.
Well, he was typing in chat just a moment ago.
Okay, okay, okay.
And he did
Alright,
just
let's
say
get...
that he forgot to put his setup up. So
Taylor
that's not
did.
good. Yep.
The second you leave the pits, that's locked in. It's not come back in before setting its out. Oh boy, Marco. There's going to be some drivers that used to be really fast that just don't have the setup that you're used to, and the cars aren't going to feel the way they want it to. You can only change, what is it, tire pressures, front wing, and differential, and brake bias. There's a whole lot more to a car than that. But nevertheless, T-Mac is on his first timed lap. And he gets squirrely out of turn one, hangs on to it though. Through 2 and 3, now flat. Very seemingly tight wall section. And then it opens up into 4-5, long left of 6, I believe, are the corner numbers. Oh, he's taking that beautifully, though. T-Mac now down the second of the 3 straights, opens up the DRS. 2 cars in front of him are a Merc and a Ferrari. I believe they're both on laps, so I don't think he'll be catching them, so no impeding. He's found himself a good stretch of track. Handling now the tight, twisty bits of Sector 2. Car nice and controlled. A little deep into the tight chicane, but not much of a bump, so he gets to control his car quite well. Nice late apex onto the power well for the back straight. Opening DRS now. The game's claiming purple sector 2, so, I mean, he's only got 2 other cars that are competing for it at the moment. Down the last of the hairpins, around the final 2 corners. Oh, it's the AI cars that were ahead of him. Of course it was. So T-Mac, our first representative time at 28.3. That's fast! Holy crap, T-Mac. A 28.3 banker lap.
Cage coming
Wow.
in behind him with the 131.4. Whoa. 3 seconds slower.
Why am I not getting... Oh, there we go. Fastest lap. I had the wrong interval up.
Let's look down here. We got Lunar just finishing up his lap now. Matthew going second fastest with the 131.3. So 10th quicker than Cage there.
Tight between those two at the moment, but of course there's still a lot of time left in qualifying. Just under 13 and a half minutes. Oh, there's an Alpine around in Sector 1.
Ooh.
Who is it?
Mr. Excitement.
It was
Coming out of
Mr.
the
Excite.
pits.
Ooh.
Oh, and his
I
wing's
mean,
completely gone.
correct me if I'm wrong. He's one of our championship contenders this year, isn't he?
Let's actually have a look.
Yeah, run us through the standings there.
So currently, we have Sibes in first place with 38 points. Actually, we've got Sibes and Daniel tied on points right now, on 38. Behind them in third, we've got the Mayor Jug with 33 points. Taylor in fourth with 25. Then behind them, we've got Lunar in fifth with 20. Matt and Hemikid in sixth and seventh with exactly same points, 12 points to them. We've got Panzer in eighth with 9 points. But looking here, Mr. Excitement is only in 10th right now with 6 points. So currently, no, he is not a championship contender.
I feel like he must have missed races or DNF somewhere.
However,
Looking at the table.
This
Oh
driver
yeah, he
right
missed
in
last
front of
race.
you,
That's what it was.
the Mayor Jug, is on his lap right now, and he is indeed a championship contender. So let's have a look at his lap.
I mean, for sure, when you're tied for first. So tier 2, we do allow ABS and medium traction control. So a track like Miami does love those assists and loves to make you fast. That's why we're going to see near T1 times in this session.
Coming through this very slow, tight corners here. Ooh, this is a little bit of rear traction there. Gotta make sure to not jump that curve on the right there, but he takes it nicely. Coming out of there.
Avoids the wall. Looks like he got on traction nice and early. Kept hold of the back end.
Only six, well, actually 4 guys have set laps so far. As the
Then
two
again, we can
AIs.
expect Sibes and Nerdy not to, as they're taking engine penalties this weekend. So
Yeah,
starting at the back of the grid are those two.
there we go. The
There's a
Mayor Jug in third one.
29.5.
Ooh. So he's getting up
He's
there.
not let he's not letting T-Mac out of his sights just that quick just yet.
Let's jump down here. Let's see Hemi Kid, our last season champion, coming across the line. 131.5. That brings him up into 5th place. Also, Lunar has just started his lap. I am pretty sure he actually aborted his previous lap. So let's see how he does around the second time. Looking pretty good so far. Getting good rotation. Really good run through there. Into the straight he goes. Now this is where it all comes down to the setup, whether you have downforce or oh. And he's left the
Oh,
session.
Lunar's been okay. I got him. That's
He's
quite an unfortunate time to be kicked.
wow, he got teleported to the pits immediately. I have
Well,
not
it's a
seen
good
that
thing the game
before.
took care of him.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Excitement now has a new front wing and will be starting his near lap.
Mr. Excitement was a championship contender last season, but couldn't put together the consistency that Hemi Kid brought. The pace is all over in this field, up and down. It just really comes down to consistency and how well he managed the chaos of Tier 2. Around a track like Miami, I can bet that we're going to see a lot.
Yeah, I mean, almost everybody doesn't like this track, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it fares with the overtakes and the battles. One big thing around here is rear traction, so I think we'll definitely see some people struggling for rear traction.
This track asks you to do a lot of different things in a lot of different sections, whether you want the car to rotate or just be fast in a straight line. I mean, you got to make a compromise somewhere. How well can you hang on to it? Mr. Excitement, apparently a purple sector 2. That usually means a low downforce setup. That Alpine just sounds so good. I'll never get tired of that engine note. I don't really care if it's realistic, it just sounds good. A
Oh
28.9!
wow!
We got some more front running times.
Yeah, he's getting real close there. So currently, we still have Lunar to set a lap. Sibes and Nerdy won't be setting laps in qualifying. However, Lunar hasn't gone around to setting his lap just yet. He got kicked when he was on his previous lap. However, he's coming out now, so hopefully he does get this lap in without getting kicked. We haven't seen the other two join, so we still got the oh, there we go. Zuper's in.
Oh, oh, but he couldn't. Why didn't he take Leclerc's car?
I don't know. Well,
Okay.
let's hope that AI doesn't cause any disruption.
Oh, we're not gonna let AI race. Surely not. How are we gonna handle this?
Um,
Are we thinking new lobby after quali?
yeah, I think
Just get rid of that.
yeah, we'll probably just reset. Let's have a look here. Shingle Dingle. Who is Shingle Dingle again? Their Discord is.
Straps with a Z
Oh yeah,
because it's really
Straps.
cool.
Our new
Straps
rookie.
at the end. Straps at the end of it. So strapped.
Yeah, okay.
Strapped. I don't know. We're not gonna make it sound cool. I don't know why that's your Discord name. We're trying our best.
However, he's on his lap. He's a little far back from 6th place there, so let's see how much he can improve on his lap here.
He's up on his time, but he's going to need to improve a lot. Now, he is on a console that he's not used to playing on. He's usually a PC gamer, but he's currently getting that PC replaced, and now he's going to need to replace the front tires that he just locked up on.
Nerf, welcome into chat.
Hey, Nurse here.
Alright, there we can see Lunar is back on his lap now. So let's have a look here. Taking it a lot more cautiously than the first time around here. However, it says he has a purple sector or purple sector 1. So let's see. Coming down the straight. Into this tight section here. Takes it very cautiously. Up in the ooh, a little late on the brakes there.
Not the fastest time at the split of Sector 2, but let's see how he puts this whole lap together. Or do you think he's going to come in on this lap and get a fresh set and kind of go out right at the end? So I'm not sure he can make it back in on time. Oh, nails that apex though. Beautiful there. He will complete this lap just to get a time on the board. A 1:30.1 puts him 5th. So not bad for kind of a messy qualifying session. Let's see if we can get back to the pits in time.
Yeah.
He just made be 2:30 with load times with the garage animation, maybe.
Yeah, I think
He would have to hustle.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, who else do we have on a lap right now?
The Mayor Drug has brought himself up in his 2nd place. Just saw that. Only 3/10 off of Mackenzie now. Also jumped down the straps again. Let's see how he fares on this lap. This is going to be probably his last run. I don't think he'll be able to make it back to the pits after this one. Or maybe he might. Not sure. But so far, no purple sectors in the first one. So let's see how he fares throughout this tight section. Oh! Turns in a little bit too early and says goodbye to that wing. He will be coming into the pits then. Also, Cage is out.
Oh, what happened to Cage just now?
I don't know.
Where's that Mercedes? Where's the Mercedes? It's not showing on track.
Yeah, he's gone.
Did he retire? Did he retire in the pits?
He could have, maybe. Wait, let's see.
Because he just retired from session. He didn't leave the session, did he? Oh, you know what it might be is I think he just doesn't think he'll get another lap on, so might as well just retire. That could be
Yeah.
it. But the guys that do think they'll get another lap is DeMayer and Matthew, who are on an outlap. They'll for sure make it to the line in time. Hemi Kid, I think, is doing 2 outlaps because his battery's not on. Mr. Excitement, I believe, is on a lap.
Yep, he's
And
two
he's
tenths
two
up right now.
tenths up on his time, yeah. Or sorry, 2 tenths down on his time. Geez, the pluses and minuses.
So here, so Hemi Kid is not pushing on his lap just yet. He's not been using his battery at all. So we'll probably be seeing a push from him on this lap. Yep, there we go. There's the battery on. So Ray, our last season's champ here. Let's see how he fares in the qualifying here at Miami. We are now down to the final laps, so this will be the last chance he gets. Oop, my bad. Sticks to the left there, keeps it nice and tight. Let's see how much speed. Ooh, takes it very cautiously. However, gets a real clean run through there. The straight is all about where your downforce is at. If you're running more or less. No triple sector ones, I believe.
Well, that downforce, more or less, is really going to depend on how fast you want to take Sector 1 and how fast you want to take these twisty bits, but
yeah,
this track loves some straight line speed. Who's got it? Who's got it?
it's a pretty cautious run throughout that sector there.
Certainly. Mr. Excitement, I'm watching the end of his lap. He doesn't seem to be happy with it, and I think he's backed out. Oh, he had disallowed somewhere. That's what it was.
Coming through the final corner now. Let's see what he can put up. And he goes into the pits.
Yeah, I was seeing 5 tenths up on Hemi Kid, so not improving there. But Matthew is 7 tenths up on his time. Sorry, Hemi Kid was down, but Matthew's up. Matthew can jump a few positions here.
Oh yeah, he's 7 tenths. Let's
Where
see here.
where can he put this NASCAR?
Ooh.
Stays? Oh no, it's not P7. It's P5. He does get bumped up.
Yep, he does.
Oh, there we go. Now it updated on the
Also,
top
the
right. I was looking
Merger
at the top
crossing
right
the
for
line
position.
does not improve.
Does not improve.
Mackenzie
Okay.
currently up on his time or down. He's not improving.
it's it's so hard. Why is it so hard? Anyway,
Let's
T-Mac coming
see.
to the line. He looked about even. Nails this apex.
Oh!
Whoa, gets on power in the wrong gear. Hangs on to the back end, but it doesn't look like he'll be improving on that time now. 28.5, so couldn't quite beat his banker lap, but ooh, good save with that car.
Yeah, big wheel spin coming out of the last corner there.
Alright, so let me get a picture of this. So we
I
get
think,
a...
yeah, I think we'll quickly restart, get those AIs out.
Yeah.
Don't want them causing any chaos. So,
They're way off the pace anyway.
we will be right back.
Yeah, I'll have to pause for a quick moment.
Alrighty, so we are back. We have reset the lobby.
You're
Everybody's
such a
getting there.
streamer. You are such a streamer. Alright, like it's just a fake energy for the intro. We're back. We have our. Oh, no one set the quali grid because Lunar was late.
So where's Lunar?
Well, oh, the grid's not even close to set.
Uh, so everybody's in the wrong positions.
Everyone's gonna be in a random position. Oh, that fucks it. Because Lunar was in, and that's when I had initially done it.
Mackenzie says, "Wave me, P-fan." Zoom in chat's using a riot emote. um. Oh. All right. Well,
Alright, let's go one more time.
let's do this.
One more time. More technical difficulties.
We'll be right back. Yo guys, welcome back, and we are done with our technical difficulties. We have reset the law. I'm never doing that again.
Jeez.
We are done with our
The, the
technical.
first
I
the
hope you
first
guys.
5 seconds they were extremely cringe.
It was. I'm never doing that again. Hopefully you guys like
Yo
the.
guys, what's going on?
Hopefully you like
BMS and
the.
Marco here. We're coming at you live from Miami. It's tier 2. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I feel like I gotta pinch my balls just to hit that note.
Like, I can very much see
Uh,
Zoom like the jazz music there, so I'll make sure to get you another version. We can play 2 then next time. Um, and then yeah, hopefully you guys like the little improv there. But we are back. Lobby's good now. Um, we're just waiting for everybody to load
that's
their.
what tier 2 commentary is. It's just improv.
Zoom says, "Give your balls a perk." But all right.
I feel like they waited long enough. Everyone just wants to get going.
Yep. I think we're good to go.
They had 3 minutes anyway. 3 minutes. It was 3 to 5 minutes. That's the promise. Hopefully you can squeeze them out that quick, boys. Let's go racing. Jeez, now I got the game music stuck in my head.
I think
I should have
Zoom's
listened to
probably gonna have that jazz stuck in his head for the rest of his vacation.
Let's go sit outside his house with a boombox and just play nothing but elevator music jazz. All right, so that's the correct grid. We finally have it. We got all our drivers starting their formation lap. Let's turn all our telemetries and stuff back on my end. Let's see what tires everyone's on. Oh, we got a mix of softs and mediums. So T-Mac wanting to get away from the pack early on softs. And then Cage and Nerdy wanted to make their way through the pack early on softs. Everybody else on the option tire of the medium, seeing if they can go medium soft, go medium hard, or wait for the first safety car to come out, because even Tier 1 had a couple, so it's bound to happen around this walled-off parking lot of Miami. I must admit, some of these broadcast camera views in Sector 1 are not it. They're way too low.
Yeah.
I miss Imola. And I hate Imola, so that's saying something.
But all right, let's have a quick rundown of the grid here. So in first place, we've got Taylor McKenzie, which I believe also qualified in first place last time around. I'm not sure. Believe so. Then behind them, a rookie, but so far looking fast, the Mayor Jug in second on the mediums. Both Alpines on the mediums. Mr. Excitement, one of our last season's front runner contenders, which also right now he is looking pretty good. So third place for him. Behind, we've got both Haas. We've got Hemikid and Matthew in fourth and fifth, both opting for the mediums. Behind them, we've got our first Red Bull in sixth place, Lunar Sauce. Behind them, we've got the Mercedes of Cage Rumbuke. Did I say that right? Rumbukai? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. You went into such a flow state there. I was just enjoying it. Keep going.
He's on the soft tires for the start. Behind him, we've got Shingle Dingle on the mediums. Also, the second Red Bull.
Are you like throwing an accent on these? Like, what are you doing?
Behind them, we've
We
got.
have Shingle Dingle.
It's just fun to say. I don't know. Oh, we've got a Ferrari
You're
in the
saying it
wall.
to every game.
We've got Nerdy and
No, aren't you?
Super. Yep, there was contact
Okay, so
between
I
those
don't
two.
know this for sure, but when you disqualify from the formation lap, do you start on cold tires? Is that the way it goes in this game too?
I don't believe.
Do we know that for certain yet?
I don't think so. No. I think you do have warm tires. I'm not sure.
Oh, this broadcast in Sector 1 is not it.
Let's hope we don't see a back view.
I'm gonna watch
from the
Sibes
grid again.
on board.
Oh, Mackenzie.
Yeah, that was
overstepping
also
his
not
grid
it.
box there.
Oh, and
Matthew too.
there you go. And Matthew doing the same.
There we go.
But we got five red lights
lights
coming on. We got him going out, and we got drivers.
It's
Away,
lights
away, away,
out,
away.
and away we go! Into turn one. Right now, Mackenzie's in front. Mr. Excitement up in the second right now. Side by side for both Alpines, looking down at the grid. Oh, we've got a Red Bull around. Behind them, we've got
Red Bull
the
Sibes is around.
Ferrari is through. Nerdy is through. Sibes is the one that did indeed spin there. Looking up at the rest of the grid. Looking pretty clean start from everybody here. Ooh.
Super all over the place right now, dropping back a few positions. What is with these low camera angles? Nevertheless, Demir Jug keeping Mr. Excitement plenty company. The two Alpines sitting very pretty right now. Let's see if they can hold this second and third or move up and hopefully not move down. It'd be great for the Constructors' Championship. The Haas cars are now split by a Mercedes. The Alpines have a two-story, or a tail of two stories, I think that's the phrase, first and 10th now. Of course, Shingle Dingle, this is his first race for us. So he'll have his new teammate of T-Mac. I wonder if they're talking and what they might be saying right now. Demir Jug closing in on the back of Mr. Excitement, and they both have overtake on. They're not going to sit here friendly.
Nope.
They are back within DRS range of T-Mac. Oh, there's your possible race strategies if you're wondering. Medium to hard, soft, medium, medium. No one will ever do those because they're not, fill in the blank yourselves with that one, actually. But yeah, they're starting to pull away from the pack, and by the pack, I mean the leading car of Matthew, who's leading his own train. And Sibes is even further off the back. I wonder if he had another moment. Well, he must have. He's coming into the pits now.
Yep. Well, he had.
I wonder if he's going on to softer hards. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I couldn't see his car.
After that spin in turn one, I saw a little end plate gone there. So.
Oh, yes, right. Okay. Nerdy right on the back of Lunar. Now up the inside of Lunar on the long left. Lunar backs out and gives him space. Can he get the cut back? He gets it nicely. They're now side by side down the back straight. They do not have DRS, so overtake is on for Lunar as he gets ahead of Nerdy. Nerdy has turned his off. Does he plan to dive into the next corner? It doesn't look like he's starting to get a little far back now.
Ooh.
Can he go around the outside on his off though? The grip not quite there for him. Adrian Bukai somehow passed Matthew. Where was that gap? Ooh. In the tight section of Sector 2? No way. No hecking way. As we keep this PG-13.
Let's see, can he gain
the two Haas cars now following the Mercedes of Cage. Nerdy right behind Lunar. Gets the slipstream. Battery not on just yet. Lunar has drained his though. So Nerdy will just be looking for a DRS overtake to happen here. A little nudge. Wanting to get him through the corner. Nerdy with a slap of oversteer but corrects it.
He's got to watch out. Power right behind him.
Riding all over that curve. Zuper now no longer behind him. He's now around the outside of him. Can he hold it around turn one? No, it's too wide. Nerdy hangs on to that. And Nerdy's ahead of Lunar as Lunar goes wide.
Yep. There's a little contact between those.
Oh, these broadcast cameras suck.
Oh wow,
Lunar all over the track right now, though.
You cannot see a thing around that sector with broadcast.
No, but onboard Zuper, he gets a better drive out of the corner than Lunar, and he's gone off like a rocket now. So Lunar not able to control his Red Bull at the moment. Sibes unable to see all this happening in front of him. But he is now closing in due to this battle. The Haas cars still following each other in line. Still hanging on really tight to the back of Cage. DRS open this lap. Does Matthew make a move? The Alpine boys have now split apart and are giving each other a little bit of space on track. Getting rid of some of that dirty air, but not getting the DRS tow. Mr. Excitement just following Demir Jug. Matthew opting not to turn the battery on as he sees the flashing light of Cage in front of him, meaning he's lower than 10% DRS. Now up to 11 after that braking zone.
Also, Shingle Dingle down
Shingle
the
gets
inside.
past Lunar.
No, well,
and Shingle Dingle around down deep. Okay.
Yep. Oh, what's that for the Alfa Romeo there? Nerdy had
Unable to
his
control his
spin.
car going into the hairpin.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too late on the brakes there, and he overshot it. How we're gonna jump back up to Hemi Kid because he's very close to his teammate. Or at least he was for a moment there. He's
Yeah, and crucially, I think Matthew may have fallen just at a DRS range. Oh no, he's in it now. He's in it now. Just as they cross the detection point. But Hammy Kid, battery on and DRS open, passes by Matthew, who lets him by. The battery is not on for him, but the DRS, of course, is open. Let's see if Hammy Kid can now catch back up to the Mercedes of Cage. Cage right now with a great showing. Nerdy and Lunar going back at it one more time. Nerdy getting ahead down the inside this time. Still making those softs work for him.
So they're gonna have the DRS down the straight. Now, Hemi Kid is now past Matthew, and he's now gonna be on the charge to Cage.
Yeah, the house cars still both behaving themselves, making sure they're not running into each other. They know this is a great position to be in to get some good constructors points. Of course, Alpine looking even better and keeping the gaps. T-Mac at 1.4 to Demare. Oh, what happened there?
Zuper had an incident, or he had a moment there. At I think the last
Zuper's
corner.
missing some. Yeah, Zuper missing some wing again. I couldn't tell because the camera angle sucked. Why do we come here? Why are we racing Miami?
Hey, you made me get out of there, okay?
Is gonna get over. You know what? It's community-run racing, which means community has a say in where we run, and this is not good for racing. I mean, this track it's not easy. It's like a skating rink. Sibes gets the undercut on Zuper.
Oh,
That's wonderful
no,
to see. And there's a Ferrari around.
No, it's Alfa Romeo.
Oh, not Ferrari. Alfa Romeo. Wrong color. Wrong red. Nerdy's missing his front wing now.
And that is a safety car.
And that is a safety car. Well, he gets to fix it himself under the safety car.
Zoom
But
saying in
he
chat,
will be dropping back positions.
Zoom saying in chat, it was CMS's fault. The schedule's 100% CMS's fault. He is gaslighting you.
I know I made the draft, but it's just a draft.
Also, no penalty so far, which is a plus. I'm not sure exactly.
It's been
What?
five laps.
Why am I talking?
You, Marco. I was gonna back him up too. I was gonna say it's been 5 laps. You got to give him a little more credit, and then Sibes.
The timing on that though, that is just too good. And that's a drive-through too. So that was speeding under safety car, I believe. Then.
I think it was entering the pits, wasn't it? Did he not just pit?
No, but.
Oh no, he's not in the pits.
No, but yeah, because.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be 5 seconds.
Ignoring the yellow flag thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So Sibes has a drive-through.
Ignoring.
Mackenzie was in for the mediums.
Yeah. Oh, Demare disqualified for ignoring yellow flags.
Oh, wow. That is a new one. We haven't seen that yet. Oh.
Yeah.
The manager
that was our front-running challenger.
Oh wait, Shingo Dingle also disqualified.
Oh, that's a DNF though. Did he crash somewhere?
Not that I know of.
What has happened under the safety car? Drivers, if you have your POVs streamed or clipped, please send them into, well, I mean, not personal highlights, but send them into the general chat or something so we can see what's going on here. So Nerdy bolts on a new front end, like a widow who still loves her new boyfriend.
What?
That's a stretch, Marco. Don't worry about understanding that one. Don't worry about that one. Nerdy will like that one. He put a chandelier in a haunted house. Guys will know that joke. Oh no, I can only imagine what Zoom is saying right now to those jokes.
Well, he put a referee in chat, so.
Yeah, I'm being watched. All right, whatever. So yeah, the safety car has come out and collected the field, which means we all bunch back up, which means Sibes' little spin on lap 1 gets essentially reimbursed. Is that the word I'm looking for? Gets fixed, gets revoked, whatever the word is. It's not an issue anymore. He's now with the pack and on a fresh set of mediums. The only guys not to pit are Lunar, Matthew, Hemi, and Mr. Excitement, all in the mediums. All the drivers that were on softs are now off softs, and some are now on softs.
Mm-hmm.
So try to keep up that with me, as I couldn't even keep track of that myself as I was saying it.
Yeah, so Sibes is going to be at a little bit of a difficult point here with the drive-through. As you cannot serve a drive-through under the safety car, you have to serve it under normal racing conditions.
Yeah, under green. I hope he knows that. Please don't come into the pits right now. Okay, he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to serve that under green flag conditions, which is a huge pain because it slows you down a good, let's say, 15 seconds. But we do know Sibes, unfortunately, for his comeback drives, although that is not what he wants, as he's leading the Drivers' Championship at the moment, or at least tied with the Mayor Jug, who has DNF'd thanks to somehow ignoring yellow flag conditions. Again, we are not sure exactly how that happened, but sometimes, under safety car conditions, the game just throws you a curveball, and you kind of got to try and hit it the best you can. We don't
Something
always
I've
make
been
connection out here.
something I've been trying to figure out is the water in the game fake water or real water around that yacht section around this track? I'm not sure.
Well, I think you answered that for yourself, as this is a game, and so that has to be fake water, unless your TV's wet.
Oh, that is a Red Bull. Lunar has been binned it.
He has done a whoopsie.
Yep.
He has his front wing though, but since he technically left track, I imagine he is now officially a ninth, as he won't be able to pass those cars back up.
Also, Cam 300 shy. Not sure who that is. It says my wing gave out. Also, Pat has joined the chat, so saying let's go boys, get it. More excitement.
His his wing gave out?
Yes. Oh, Shingle Dingle. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
that's
says.
Shingle Dingle.
Yeah, he says his wing gave out.
Never heard of a wing giving out. Unless like his rear wing somehow got damaged.
I don't know, but we do have a safety
I
car
don't know if
restart
that's
here,
the thing.
and
Yeah, we are coming back in.
we are away.
Oh, the Delta really slowed him up. He was a little too close to the safety car, but we are gone.
He says,
and Sipes came right in to serve that drive-through.
Oh yeah, he wants to get it done with. Oh, we have the Ferrari. Had a little bit of a moment there. Turn one.
So Nerdy back ahead of him, now chasing Cage Rambukai. Of course, pitting, he lost out to that Haas battle, but the Haas cars have yet to pit. So, again, we have Classic Hemi Kid not pitting under any safety car conditions, just sticking to his typical, usual race pit stop strategy.
And let's see here
Now. Technically, everything's a battle on track. Cage going around the outside of T-Mac on his fresh sauce. Does he get this done? T-Mac with a later break, though, gets that apex first.
Nerdy
There's
right
no
behind.
Siree. Ooh. Drivers just being cautious not to run into the back of each other in this tight, twisty section. By the way, if you want to play a drinking game, every time I say tight and twisty, just take a shot. You have to call an ambulance by the halfway point to pick you up on the floor. Try it. Go for it. T-Mac, can he send one down the inside of Matthew? No, Matthew just outbreaks him on the racing line. Nerdy gets by Cage, and Cage gets by Nerdy. Nerdy's DNF! Nerdy hit the wall!
We saw a really good shot of Nerdy. Got some air right there.
Yeah, Nerdy destroyed his front right into that wall. Just outbraking himself, trying to get past Cage, and now he doesn't have a front right brake.
And that is another
or anything else
car
on his front right. So Nerdy bringing out the second safety car. He cannot benefit from this one, although Sibes will, as he is back in it once again. Oh, don't you love Tier 2 racing? So the Red Bull's not having a great day. The Haas cars are split now by T-Mac. We only have one Alpine left. We have one Aston Martin left. The lone Alfa Romeo, because Z-Man could not make it today. He is on vacation, doing something a lot more fun than racing in Miami. So Nerdy, the solo representative, is now just crashed out at the hairpin down the back straight. The
Patty,
17.5 mile long back straight that we have that no one likes to drive down because it's boring and you fall asleep before you get to the end of it.
Patty putting in chat, no, my sweet, sweet dark chocolate. Zoom also saying, can he finish with 3 legs?
We already know he has. I'm not gonna go there. I'm really not. I shouldn't go there.
Let's not go there.
I'm sure he's finished with his 3 legs before. There's
Also,
third anyway.
Zoom saying he's currently sitting at a pool bar drinking a Corona.
Well, look at where that got us 2 years ago. Thanks for bringing that back into the conversation, Z-Man. So safety car does not look like it's coming in this lap. So drive. Oh, look at these drivers just queued up one behind the other because that Aston Martin cannot get up to the F1 car speeds and has to brake so early for this hairpin. Please don't come in. Please don't be a glitch and like come in last second.
Nope.
Okay, it's staying out, but Mr. Excitement is not staying out. Mr. Excitement's coming in.
There's 5 people are pitting.
Wow. Okay, so this changes things.
Wow. Okay.
More than half our field just pit to slap on hards. Hards for 19 laps. You know what? That is doable. That is very much doable.
Also, we've got a double stack at Haas, and I just saw a Aston Martin morph through a Haas. That was interesting.
Matthew's on mediums.
Oh.
Matthew's on Oh, what's the play here?
So
Get past the hard runners and hope for another safety car?
I mean, Hemikid's been known for his tire management.
He has been. Hemikid puts in very consistent laps, lap after lap.
Yeah, so he's probably just going to go for the long game here, and Matthew's just going to try and play it a bit more aggressive. Also, Matthew had, okay, they obviously had the double stack, so he lost a few positions there in the pits.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Hemikid is not going to be able to go long uncontested on his tires because T-Mac we've seen be fast this season, and his arch rival from last, Mr. Excitement, is already right now ahead of him on track. So let's see how well these drivers can warm up their tires. Cage now, the quick car that was in front of the Haas's earlier on in this race, is still on semi-fresh softs, leading the field. Sibes, who had to pit twice outside of regular pit windows, is now sitting second on still fresh mediums. Lunar pit last lap and is on fresh softs. So
yeah,
let's see if they.
Sibes is really happy with the safety car because he's just went from like what 6th or 7th place all the way up to 2nd.
Oh yeah, he is absolutely loving this right now. I'm wondering if these front 3 can break away from the back 5. And I'm also curious to see what kind of race pace Matthew has through a field. We've seen him be very racy before with a lot of different drivers. So let's see what he can put together here, because he's got 7 cars to overtake. Can he get back up to the front? Let's see as we go racing once again. Look at the delta. Yeah, these cars are rushing it too quick. KJ is now gone. I don't know what it is about this game and its hidden delta behind a safety car. Like, you don't really know what the safety car's delta is, so you don't know what to follow per se. Especially when it comes in, you don't know how fast you're allowed to go, so it'll like automatically break you. But nonetheless, Mr. Excitement trying to go side by side with Lunar, but can't quite get it done. Sector 1 just too fast to go side by side. Don't want to lose out too much. To the front two who are also battling.
Oh, he sends
gets a better run here. Mr. Excitement sends it up, but the Sauce have too much grip around the outside. Way to stick in with it, Lunar. Red Bull's day and fortune has turned back around for them. Sibes and Cage both draining energy. Seeing who can break away from who at the moment. Team Mac not going to send one up the inside of Hemi. He gets to the apex first. Mr. Excitement just nudging Lunar to go a little bit quicker through this tight and twisty section. Take another shot of Sector 2. Now onto the back stretch to Sector 3. which is essentially a runway with 3 corners at the end of it. If you're a plane, I'm sure you'll like this bit. T-Mac gets a beautiful slipstream behind Hemi. Overtake on for both of them. And T-Mac thinks, you know what? I'll wait for the DRS to open. Nerdy's left the session just as Mr. Excitement and Lunar go side by side through the hairpin. Now side by side to the line. Hards and Softs going back at it. They're both fresh. And the Hards are looking to have it. Who's going to hold it around this corner? Mr. Excitement gets to the apex. They're still side by side through turn 2. And Mr. Excitement gets it by turn 3. Lunar backs out of it. Wow, great side by side between those two.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get to see them go side by side too much last season, but Mr. Excitement not shying away from the Red Bulls. He's now sandwiched between them.
Also, we got Mackenzie behind.
Looking further back down the field. Yeah, I was just about to say, tried to take a different line, but couldn't get the drive that Lunar got on his softs. He's trying to be the next guy to pick him off. ERS not open, just sitting in the slipstream. DRS, of course, not enabled this lap. He gets a spot on the inside of this corner, though, and Lunar lets him go by. Can he get a switch back? Oh, he lost at the fronts a little bit. Nothing shown for Lunar right now. Hemi Kid now right at the back of this battle. Hemi Kid has watched Mr. Excitement and T-Mac on the same set of hards that he's on move up through the field and overtake a soft runner. Hemi Kid could be next. Wonder if Lunar Sauce just didn't quite get his setup dialed in for this track because he's slowly falling back on a fresh set of sauce.
Yeah, and I mean those two. It's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see when Hemi Kid wants to either let Matthew through or if they're going to be fighting for it.
Yeah, Matthew will be wanting to make full use of his fresher rubber here. Not fresher rubber, but softer rubber, or whatever these tires are made out of. But these Haas cars so far just behaving themselves, not really making contact, but coming close, just a respectable distance right now. Back towards the front, we have Sides with 33% ERS to Cage's 2. Cage has done what he can on those softs to try and hold them off. But Sides now having to let off around this long lefty. Can he get the drive on Cage with overtake on, DRS soon to be open. Cage will be a sitting duck here. Oh, a bit of net code. Sides doing good to avoid that. He makes that move stick long before the braking zone. Next behind him will be Mr. Excitement, who takes the outside line and also gets by Cage. T-Mac has now entered onto the scene. Mr. Excitement right on the back of Sides. T-Mac trying to go around the outside of Cage.
Oh, he's going to send it. A little bit of contact there.
A little bit of tire bumping. A little bit of side-by-side bumping. Not too bad, though. A brave and bold move from T-Mac through this tight and twisty bit of section in Sector 2. Take another shot. I'm talking to you, Zena. You're at a bar. Hemi Kid now DRS on, open, ERS on, and he overtakes Lunar. He's fallen back yet another position on those softs.
Oh, Lunar sending it back.
Make a move. Oh, back at the inside. Hemi Kid gets shown the wall. Keeps his car controlled. Almost controlled. There's a commentator's curse for today, number 1. Hemi Kid now back down the inside of Lunar. Lunar lets him have it. No, he doesn't. Later braking. Can he hold it around the outside? Hemi Kid giving him just enough room, kind of forcing him off track. Now Matthews sees the gap, and that's quickly shut by Lunar, who's coming back onto track. Matthews' teammate just showing him off briefly. Mr. Excitement still right behind Cage. Couldn't quite get by in Sector 1. Takes a more aggressive, wider line. Couldn't quite hit the apex. And Cage is off like a rocket, still using those same softs that are now 8 laps old. And Hemi Kid now on the back of Mr. Excitement. DRS on, DRS open. But can't quite get the line around the outside of Mr. Excitement to make this move stick. How do we look under braking?
A little bit of a bump.
A little bit hit. Mr. Excitement gets a hit. How you doing on the rear end?
Oh, another bump from Mr. Excitement to Cage there. Oh, another bump.
And the third. One for the road. ERS now on. Cage has saved up a little bit of ERS. He's now burning from his 20%. Mr. Excitement still burning, now at 20%. DRS on, and it is a done duo. He goes through. Hemi Kid watches this happen. He's got Lunar behind him, still
Oh!
keeping him company.
Big
Matthew right behind.
bumps.
Oh, and the front wing's gone. We have an end plate off.
So down into the braking there, we got a really good shot. Cage was braking, and I'm not sure if Mr. Excitement was just braking abnormally more, but Cage was just ramming into the back of him. Oh, that's a Red Bull around.
These guys that race the corner line
Like,
really do want to see their really want to see their own what do they call it? Red line, their own braking points, their mark for hitting the brakes. And sometimes if a car's on that line, you can't see it and you miss it, and that is exactly what can happen.
Luna has no front ring right now, so he's got to watch out.
Just another thing going wrong for Red Bull. However, Saib's still at the front and still hanging on to the back of T-Mac, just 1.7 off. And on the scene comes Zuper. Where can Zuper go? Seems like Lunar's let them both by, as he knows he's not going to have any front end here. And how's Mr. Excitement's car looking? He does have his whole front wing. I wonder if he has any other damage, because that did get quite argy-bargy at the hairpin. He's quickly caught back up to the pack. Zuper now right on the back of Cage. ERS on, I mean, I'm going to say that a million times too. DRS open. Cage obviously does not have it as he's 3.8 back from the other Haas. Team Mac a new fastest lap as he pulls a huge gap away from Sibes. Where did that come from?
Ooh, super big real spin out of the corner there.
And Cage gets back by him. Mercedes now sees the Haas cars in front of him that he was in front of earlier on. Just build a gap of now 5 seconds ahead. Again, Matthew's still right on the back of Hemi Kid, still being behaved, still not swapping positions.
Oh, Cage around.
Oh, Cage spins it.
Oh,
and that's immediately out of the session, and there's another safety car.
Yep. Oh, wow.
And Lunar, who has just pit. Oh, but there's a Delta. I was going to say, Lunar can make up a lot of positions here, but...
Yeah.
I don't think so with the safety car Delta. Okay, so here's what I really don't like. Watch where this safety car just parks it as Lunar comes out here. I wonder if Lunar's going to hit him. Look at that, just stopped on track. When has that ever been okay? Like, absolute dead stop. That is what caused so much chaos in Tier 1 just 2 nights ago. For those of you wondering, Tier 1 raced this track 2 nights ago on Friday evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Standard. So make sure you're tuning into that to watch that live as they get a preview of the track with some amazing commentary from Nerdy Dark Chocolate himself that you could see racing here in Tier 2 and his compatriot teammate as well, IMZ Man.
Also, I'm a little late on the message, but Zoom said he was getting food. What did he miss? But to say, to kind of respond with when you said that, you missed a lot. And also Pat saying, safety cars stopped on track. Good memories.
Yeah, fond memories, hey Pat. So yeah, Z-Man, what you missed is about 5 shots if you're participating in this drinking game of Tight and Twisty Bits of Sector 2. I've said that about 5 times. You missed a commentator's curse. Cage couldn't make his sauce last any more than 10 laps, as the rest of his car also couldn't last any more than 10 laps on those soft tires. He found the wall, which brought out the safety car. And now we have T-Mac and Sibes on fresh tires, Zuper on fresh tires. Lunar, of course, had just pit as the safety car was coming out.
Also, I'm gonna bring it up
and Lunar
again.
just jumping Zuper in the pits.
We don't have any
penalties. Bring it up. Now, just you hang on. you timed that well. Yeah, no. Usually right here where Zuper and Lunar are going through.
You just give it a few more seconds.
That long left hand, if people are drifting wide there, easy to get track limits, as F122 begged you to run wide there so you could get a better run onto this kind of bending back straight. Second straight here.
Shingle Dingle, what I'm getting from what you were asking there, what was Mackenzie's time? I believe you're talking about the fastest lap. His fastest lap right now is a 1:31.9.
His pole position time was a 28.3.
Yeah.
And then again there, that in the tight twisty bits of Sector 2, take a shot. There's that tight chicane that is so easy to get track limits on too if you just take an incorrect line through there. We're going to get yet another lap under the safety car. I think the safety car has led half of this race so far. Not to take a shot at anybody, but we have the Haas cars that have been so well behaved thus far. I mean, a little bit of argy-bargy, a little bit of racy-racy, but nothing too bad there from the Haas guys yet. Matthew, of course, on his mediums, and make it on the hards that can easily go to the end, but Matthew, with these safety cars, is going to be able to save his tires quite considerably.
Look at old
Mr. Excitement,
Zoom
of course,
there.
also can go to the end.
Zoom
Sives
requesting
and Lunar,
his,
both Red Bull boys, can go.
Oh, sorry, yes, go on. I was interrupting,
What's he
my bad.
requesting? Well, just the Red Bulls can also easily go to the ends now that they're both on hards, but Zuper on a fresh set of softs. I'm wondering if he's running out of fresh tires now. But
Yeah.
tell me, what's Z-Man saying? What is so important that
Zoom
Z-Man is saying?
Z-Man has requested his little green sword in the chat there, so he's now he's requested to be modded in chat, so he's now gotten his little green sword next to his name.
He wants to be a moderator.
He is a moderator.
Twitch themselves wanted to like shut down what he was saying earlier on.
Very true. Automod was out to get you.
Yeah, exactly. But
Taylor
no, go ahead,
McKenzie.
be our mod.
Taylor McKenzie putting in chat, everyone
He is
running
an
low
avid
wings.
stream watcher, so I have no issues.
So Taylor's saying everyone running low wings. I'm running more drag for Sector 1. It's so hard to defend their speed. And also
Yeah,
Zoom saying,
that's the thing with every straight here being such a huge DRS straight. It's hard to defend someone that's got good straight line speed.
oh yeah. And Zoom saying that's why he wanted the mod role so that auto mod can't get him anymore.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. All right, so
also,
safety car is coming in this lap.
yeah. Also,
Also
Pat put in bold prediction. I think Red Bulls win tonight.
Red Bulls win. Okay. You got a fast Aston Martin on a fresh set of mediums. Who might have something to say about that. You have a teammate pairing of the Haas cars of Hemi, Kid, and Matthew that might have something to say about that. You have Mr. Excitement, who was a championship contender last season, who might have something to say about that. But let's see how this pans out. We are green once again.
Got the jump.
T-Mac wasting no time. Going up the inside of Matthew. Can you make it stick? Matthew gives him room, and he is by. Sides also past Mr. Excitement, or back past Mr. Excitement, I should say. Zuper not able to fire these fresh softs up just yet. T-Mac immediately back on the backside of Hemi Kid, takes a tight line, can't get by there. How's the run down the back straight though? T-Mac wise to not turn on his ERS just yet. We'll just use the slipstream and wait for DRS. Matthew falling back. Those mediums are starting to wear for him as they're on their 9th lap so far. Well, Matthew does get back by under braking though.
He gets the
switchback. Beautiful move there by Sibes. That's why he's leading the championship right now. Matthew hanging onto his car right behind Sibes. Beautiful racing from the Red Bulls right now. Now down the back straight. T-Mac even closer to Hemi Kid. Of course, his higher downforce is allowing him to stay really close to the tight and twisty bits of Sector 2. Take a shot. Lunar getting by Matthew now.
Oh, big shot!
Oh, Zuper goes into the back.
Zuper completely missing his braking zone.
Yeah, and Matthew immediately into the pits to fix that front wing.
Oh, Mr. Excitement
knowing he's going to need it now.
Nerdy
To
in
T-Mac,
chat.
again, just the... Oh, what's Nerdy saying?
Nerdy saying, can I get a rip in chat for Team DNF? Yeah, that
Yes,
was,
you can get an RIP in voice. Side's now right on the back of Hemi Kid. T-Mac, of course, has passed Hemi Kid for the lead and will be looking to take his mediums to the end of this race. Depending on how good he is on his tires, likely can do so. Matthew and Zuper now both on a fresh set of hards and mediums respectively. Or, is that, yeah, respectively? Yes, that is the phrase. Yeah, right now, oh, Sides with another lockup right behind Hammy Kid through the tight and twisty bits of Sector 2. Take a shot. Whoa, Hemi Kid hanging onto the back end of his car just. Sibes not getting the best drive, so can't do anything just yet. Of course, DRS not online, or not enabled until the drivers complete this lap of racing. But the field has now finally calmed down as we've eliminated a third of our drivers. T-Mac, a new fastest lap of the race. So in case Shingle Dingle was wondering, it's now a 30.3. If you are a statistician.
Also, a nerdy in chat saying lol rip and not RIP, and then he put a struggle emote with Zoom following up. Yeah, these kids don't know what a rip is.
Yeah, well, I don't partake. I'll just leave it at that. So I know what a rip is, I just don't partake. I know some of the lingo.
Nerdy saying, does anyone need a tier 3 driver? Sides looking at the move here. He's got the DRS.
Sides has sized this up. Here's a tongue twister for you. Down the inside, Hemi Kick can do nothing about it. Switchback is not on. Sides is through to take second place. Now to try and chase down T-Mac and see if his tires start to wear out towards the end. Sides will easily be able to take those hards to the end. Can Hemi Kid nurse his tires now to the end? Also, as the other Red Bull will be trying to gain back the other podium position, third place.
We got the Ferrari behind the Haas now. Zuper trying to overtake on Matthew.
Gets it done around the outside. How are they into braking? Matthew hanging on to it so far. Oh, Matthew going deep.
Yeah, very big lockup for Matthew there. Very big lockup.
Man, these camera angles are just terrible trying to get different perspectives on this. So Mr. Excitement has closed in on Lunar now. He's within that magical DRS range that is on during the pit straight, so that'll help him slowly tow himself into the back of Lunar if he can hold it through the couple of turns, 1 through 5 or 6 here in Sector 1. The Mr. Excitement, along with Hemi Kid, on 12 lap old hard, so they are going to start falling away. Their drop-off zones have started to come into effect. Oh, Zuper's DNF'd! We have yet another safety car!
And Matthew's back in the pits again.
Matthew. Wow.
Was
Is this the time to get on fresh softs, though? I wasn't watching them.
I'm not sure if there was contact again.
Yeah, I think Matthew's putting on softs.
Oh.
Matthew's putting on softs. Yeah, he needed to change his front wing again, but Matthew is back on a fresh set of softs with the rest of this field on aging hards and an aging medium. Matthew just put his name into the race winner contenders hat. That is a real hat. I did not just make that up.
Well,
I have it beside me here. It's a top hat. Matthew, please don't hit the wall as you're weaving.
I think, well, I mean, everybody in front of him can also get onto the soft, right?
Yeah, they can. He has a delta to stay true to at the moment.
Yeah, so
I wonder who is going to. I mean, for sure, Hemi Kid.
Yeah,
Mackenzie's going in. Hemi Kid's going to want to go in. I mean, surely the whole field, right?
Hemi Kid's staying out. Lunar's going in.
Sides 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane.
Mr. Excitement going in. Hemi Kid is staying out.
Does Hemi Kid have that low a drag? He was getting past like nobody's business earlier. His teammate had already pit, so why not? I mean, so the safety car is going to take them around and complete lap 23 and probably 24. So you'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll have 5 laps of racing on very, very old hards. I mean, there's no way he gets the drive that he wants out of these long corners that lead onto the straights. I mean, this one here, the long left-hander that leads onto the bending back straight. And then the tight and twisty bits in Sector 2 take a shot, leading onto the straight back straight.
You know what this is reminding me of? This is
Another drinking
reminding me
game?
of this afternoon's WOR race where Jarno Opmeyer was stuck out with the pretty medium-ish old mediums, and everybody else under the safety car pitted for new softs.
Medium-ish old mediums?
Like he was just below halfway
That's your
through
phrasing?
He was halfway, about just
Medium-ish
below
old
half.
mediums. Show me one of your 8 degrees that you apparently have with that type of speaking. Way to keep us relevant, by the way, mentioning WR. For sure we're on the same with them.
Well, I was just making a reference.
Especially with how many DNFs they had earlier.
Oh yeah, I mean they lost probably half of their grid, I believe. Yeah, they lost 9 of their
We haven't
drivers.
lost half our grid just yet.
Yeah.
Yet we've only lost 5, so take that. And I mean, George Morgan's a wonderful commentator for all the stuff he does in all the top leagues, but we have 2 commentators that are arguably the most fun and have the most profound use of the English language, saying medium-ish old mediums. I mean, what more could you really ask for?
Oh, there was almost contact between
Marco,
them.
give me a tire recap.
Alright,
I'm gonna
so
take a sip of water.
right now we've got Henny Kid on the 14 lap. Oh, hello, File Explorer. Please don't open. Thank you very much. We've got Heavy Kid on the 14 lap old mediums. Then behind him we've got the whole grid on softs, fresh new softs. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go down. I don't know why he didn't
Yes,
pit.
you do. You know exactly how this is going down. Hemi Kid's finishing 6th, if at all. Hemi Kid, you had to take that opportunity. I'm sorry to be a Nico Rosberg and be harsh here, but with only 5 laps of racing left, you're gonna regret this decision. You're gonna try and hold these drivers off. I get that. Maybe he's just playing a Checo role here and seeing if he can hold up guys for Matthew to be overtaking.
Nerdy.
Maybe that's the call. I don't know.
Nerdy.
What's Nerdy saying?
When I said I opened File Explorer, he put in chat File Explorer shows his corn collection on stream.
His corn collection.
My corn collection, yeah.
Yeah, surely it was corn.
Oh yeah.
Lots and lots of I was just about to get us canceled. I'm gonna not go there. So yeah, both Haas drivers are in their voice call. So I'm wondering if this is a planned strategy here, with Matthew in 6th, Hemi Kid leading the pack in 1st. Is he not? Oh, okay, he is coming in this lap. Stay back. Don't be too close to the safety car. Stay back. Let's not have issues on the restart. We only have 6 drivers left anyway.
Zoom saying I
When
love
does Hemi
corn.
Kid go?
Alright, let's see here.
Z-Man has to. No. Again, I can't say too much.
Let's not go there.
I can't.
Safety car restart. Has he gone yet? No, he has not. He has gone now.
He waits for the absolute last moment.
Oh my god, it is
Mr. Simon
chaos.
already ahead of Lunar.
The Red Bull's sending
Oh,
it.
we have 4 cars going into turn 1. Why did he get through safely? Side by side in front of Matthew or Lunar and Mr. Excitement. There's no way for him to go. He's trying to make it 3 wide. It's not going to work. Please back out. Please back out. Oh. Mr. Excitement, the absolute epitome of a send.
Oh!
Mr. Excitement gets around them both.
Henny Kid into the wall.
The hards are too hard. They're too hardishly hard, or whatever you were saying about mediums earlier. Hemi gets out into VSC. Racing is stopped. It's frozen. It's frozen. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. It's just a VSC.
Watch out, Red Bull.
Oh my gosh, you guys, there's a delta. Just follow the delta. It's gonna. Oh, guys are gonna hit each other. Watch for the front wing. Watch for anybody's front wing here. They're following a delta that drops so quick through this little tight and twisty bit of Sector 2. Take a shot.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a
zoom up.
montage of me saying that, by the way. Saying that's gonna be plastered if he's playing along. So Hemi Kid is not DNF, but boy oh boy, you're gonna want to get off those hards, Hemi Kid. I told you that wasn't gonna pay off.
Zoom
VSC for
bringing
some
up,
reason still out. I wonder if there's
Yeah, wait. VSC
bringing up
should
what?
probably. I don't know. But Zoom bringing up the fact that I could not hear a word you said during that restart because your mic was clipping
Hey,
so
I
much.
got a terrible mic. Whatever. Mr. Excitement had a great move around the outside of 2 cars in Sector 1, which you're not even supposed to go side by side, but they're going 3 wide. I'm now looking at Sibes, who can challenge T-Mac for the first across the line, but with that 5-second penalty, I imagine he's going to be dropping a lot of positions. We're green again!
Oh yep, we have.
We are
restart.
green more. Matthew would pit again.
Both of them pit.
I mean,
Both
Hemi
have.
Kid, of course, is pitting. But why did Matthew pit? Did he have wing damage? Did I call that right?
Yes. Well, Henny Kid lost his whole front wing.
Yeah, Hemi Kid I knew about.
I'm not sure about
Sives,
Matthew.
that low down force paying dividends. Can he go around the outside of T-Mac to take the lead of this race? T-Mac a late break. Sives thinking about a switchback yet again. Nothing on right now. Mr. Excitement, a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That'll drop him down, so Lunar knows he's just got to stay close, and a podium's on the cards for him. T-Mac knows these 2 drivers behind him can get by, and he can still take the win.
Pat might not
He's
have
top
been.
3 in a race of their own right now.
Pat might not have been wrong about his prediction there. It's getting close. Got 3 laps to go.
You said a Red Bull for the win?
Yep, he said the Red Bull, or at least I think he meant one of the Red Bulls, but I think he maybe meant both, but he did say the Red Bulls for the win.
Well, it's looking very unlikely at the moment as T-Mac is leading without a penalty, and Lunar is slowly falling off the back of the pack.
Very true.
But nonetheless, Sibes is not letting T-Mac go anywhere. We're going to have, 2 laps with DRS? Do we get some DRS chicken? No, these guys want to go side by side right now. T-Mac not getting a great drive through the long left. Sibes went side by side. Oh no, DRS is online now. Okay. So T-Mac lets Sibes go. And into the picture comes Mr. Excitement. Can he also get by T-Mac? He can. Can these drivers pull a gap though? T-Mac just about losing the rear end of this Aston Martin, but hangs onto it. How does DRS play out down this back straight? Down this absolute runway? T-Mac, of course, has not used any battery just yet. And Sibes is down to under 30. Mr. Excitement just breaking under that 40 point. Is he going to send one on Sibes?
Not quite.
Takes about
maybe.
it, tucks back in. They're tight. As he tries to get side by side along the exit. T-Max onboard's catching all of this. DRS open once again. Mr. Excitement now trying the outside of Sibes. Sibes out of battery, sends it deep.
Ooh.
Both drivers get the switch back on him. Sibes comes back on track and sends Mr. Excitement off. T-Mac trying around the outside of both of them now. And he is back into the lead. Sibes tries the inside, nothing showing just there. It's so hard to get side by side through this fast couple of corners. Now all drivers starting to go off track there. Mr. Excitement losing his rear end, trying to get onto the power. Sibes with no more battery left. T-Max still is 50%. Sibes may not need battery. DRS may be all that he needs to get alongside T-Mac and to go side by side in this corner again. Mr. Excitement's on board is seeing just that. Sibes trying to take it the long way around, and he does get that job done. T-Mac can't quite hold it around the outside. Mr. Excitement doesn't have a hole on the inside to get through.
Little bump.
And we're back at this once again. Yeah, a little bump there. Doesn't lose his front wing. Mr. Excitement lucky with that one. The battle of the top three. These drivers are not leaving each other alone. And the DRS games continue. T-Mac not needing battery to get by Sibes. Sibes not even turning his on. They still go side by side through turn 1 nonetheless. Mr. Excitement still on scene. Sibes hangs on to the lead of the final quarter, although Mac gets a really good drive. He's going around the outside of the last corner. He'll go side by side through turn 1 once again. Mr. Excitement with a great drive, and he's through. He's going too deep at turn 1. Far too deep. Really outbreaks himself, and he is out of contention now for this race win. Sibes, once again, not letting T-Mac go anywhere on this final lap. Mr. Excitement risked it all, and it'll bring him back down the order. Of course, he only has a 3-second penalty, and Lunar is outside of that.
Yeah.
Sibes with a 5-second penalty, so that should also allow him to hold on to his position in front of Lunar. Mr. Excitement will just want to make sure that he gets within 2 seconds of Sibes, although he's 3 seconds back right now. Sibes doesn't look like he's trying to challenge too much for the win at the moment. He knows he has that penalty. But is this about bragging rights? Is this about coming across the track first? Or across the start-finish line first? Hemikid will take the fastest lap point. Surely just another plan from the Haas team. Just trying to maximize the points finish. T-Mac has... Don't tell me he's done it. He's broken out of DRS range just as Sibes. Sibes has nowhere to go. Yeah, so coming across the line, it will be, as he gets on the traction properly and doesn't mess it up like I do, T-Mac, Taylor McKenzie, Wow F1 T McKenzie 45, the longest possible name, gets the win. Sibes hangs on to second place by 3/10 ahead of Mr. Excitement. Lunar does hang on to fourth. The Haas cars will finish quite far apart from each other, but once again, side by side in the running order. There's Matthew collecting the top 5 finish, 5th place for him. And the Hemikid in an unusual 6th position. I wonder if the pit strategy and safety car fluctuations just didn't quite go his way today.
Yeah, he had his spin there on that last lap in, I think, Sector 1, so he's a little far back now. But, yeah, ultimately not a great race for Hemikid.
And man, I do apologize for my voice clipping during that awesome Sector 1 battle. I wish you guys could have seen what I seen, or I guess heard what I said. Gee, I'm fumbling over my own words now, but yeah, I guess all I had to do was get on the onboard of whoever's at the back of the fight and get to see all that happening right in front of me. Let me just get a picture of this finishing order, and then we can get into interviews.
Yep.
And there we go, without the penalties. Okay, so Alpine first, if he's there.
Yep, Mr. Excitement is there.
Okay, let's head on. Mr. Excitement. Once again, contender for the championship. It's the move of the season, going around the outside of Sector 1. Quite the battle, but outbreaking yourself on the final lap. Break down the rest of the race for me. I mean, how did that go for you?
It was a good race. I mean, there was a lot of safety cars, which threw my strategy up through the roof sometimes. But I mean, other than that, it was a good race. I felt I had good pace. I do tend to get caught up in the moment, and I have way too much fun, and then I just end up missing apexes, and then I just get myself too excited.
A little too excited.
Too excited for the excitement, you know what I mean?
A little too Mr. Excitement 205.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nonetheless, you secure a podium, a good finish for you. It seems that you are consistently up there and always fighting for the win, so we hope to see you on the top step soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, boys.
To Red Bull.
Yep.
if they're there.
Taylor, if you can join Aston Martin, we'll be with you in a moment.
Red Bull boys. Oh, we're waiting for Marco.
I'm here.
There's Marco. Red Bull boys. Okay. Sibes, talk to me, man. It seemed like you had a tale of about 7 different stories. You're at the front, at the back, at the front, at the back, at the front. I mean, there's no three minds.
Yeah, a whole lot of anxiety and anger, and then relief with so many safety cars letting me bunch back up after the start was great, and then get pinched into the wall, lose a wing, get way down, and then a lot of safety cars, and then really hard racing at the end. That was exciting though.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys were not leaving each other alone. It was great to see on stream that you guys can be so close on such a skating rink of Miami. I mean, all these walled sections, the lack of grip for a lot of drivers, it was absolute chaos, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully, you had a lot of fun driving it, and a great result at the end of the day at P2
Yes, definitely.
that will put you well ahead of your nearest contender. For the Drivers' Championship. You will comfortably lead that on your own now, so congratulations. We have a lot more races to go, but we hope to be interviewing again sometime shortly.
Excellent. I will enjoy it while it lasts.
Hopefully it stays lasting, my friend. All right, to Aston Martin.
Yep.
Taylor McKenzie. What a chaotic race that was, but was the win ever in doubt?
I thought I lost it out of the final corner because I put too much powers on, and then I was like, no, nice safety last second. I was like, I got literally on the last lap as well. It's like, damn.
Yeah, pit strategy was pretty much out the window with all those safety cars. You were up through the field, back down into the back of the field, had to make your way through the field again. I mean, you were on pole, you finished first, but that really doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, take me through some of the emotions, some of the battles. I mean, how was it driving out there? How do you like Miami?
I enjoyed it. Loved the battles with all the people around me, especially on the old tyres. When I got new tyres on, it was quite fun to be fair, especially on the last couple of laps on the softs. That was really good. Enjoyed that
Yeah,
one.
that was brilliant racing to watch. I mean, that'll shoot you up through the standings in the Drivers' Championship, and of course, it's still a long season to go. There's still a lot of engine penalties to consider as this grid continues to fill up. People coming back from vacation. There's a long way to go, but how are you liking your chances? There's a lot of guys that seem to be battling for wins every weekend, but you're always kind of in that battle.
I take it race by race, like what I do in real life as racing. I take race by race,
That's
so I take it
absolutely a
race
good
by.
strategy to have. Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully this isn't our last interview with you as we enjoy these racy moments that you have. It's all respectful, a little argy-bargy around Miami, but it's just kind of the nature of the circuits. But yeah, great show again today. Great
thank
win.
you.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Thank you. Also, like with the low wings everyone was running, I was like, no, I thought I made a wrong choice, but I'd like to have more drag in the corners, and that's where I felt confident more in especially like in sector one and in the middle sector. They just got so much speed down the straights, so I tried to keep up with them, but I was happy with the pace through sector one.
Yeah, we saw so many side-by-sides through Sector 1 where you typically don't see that when setups are kind of converging and a little bit more similar, but I understand the want for more downforce, especially just to have grip around such a slippery track and better on tires, of course, for tire wear. You seem to just manage everything beautifully today.
Yeah, definitely.
Back to the box we go. All right, Marco, you know what you got to do, right?
Not quite.
You got to hit him with that Australia lap after you do the cringiest, most stereotypical YouTube outro. Hit him with it.
Actually, let's how about you do the
Re-interviews, come on, man. Yeah, you get that lap ready. It's been a pleasure commentating the absolute chaos that seems to be Tier 2 every weekend. We'll be here same time next week for Australia, the fourth race of our 23 race season campaign here. Um, Yeah, it's been your boy CMSX BOI. It's been my co-commentator, co-host, and co-captain of this absolute banging broadcast macro crispy crunch TTV, Marco. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you next week. Tune in for Tier 1, Friday, 9:30.